coming at him. Come on, Blanche. Pain in my ass. Good day. Back and forth. Back and forth. Where are we headed, buddy? Where?
Blanche.
Who?
Blanche.
Blanche. What are we doing with Blanche?
Trying to get her started.
We're going to try to get her started. That's right. Because we're working on getting the transmission on her done, right?
Yep.
Our buddy Tony's getting it. And we need to start getting it pulled out of there. Got a million other things to do around here, but for some reason, this old girl is just calling for my attention. So Blanche here is really low on fluid. Oil looks great. Water is absolutely terrible. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to leave that off so we can fill it when we get up there. Zeppy, this is his car, so we're going to have him pump it a bunch of times and crank it because the battery is dead. So whenever you're ready, buddy, pump her a bunch. There you go. Try it. Nothing? Alright, hold on. So it turns out this battery is so dead, which I don't know how that happened. I never have dead batteries, right? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm lying. So we're gonna let this thing charge a little bit. Brought the big one out here. This one, it wouldn't even do it. It just shut right off. So all right, we'll wait a little bit. Hey, it's about a week later. Me and Zeppy are gonna take Blanche here by way of Massey, and we're gonna get her up to the garage because I have a new starter for her and a few little things we're gonna do to her. Probably pull the transmission back out and see if we can't just seal it up for a while, because the C6 I'm having built, we're waiting on some things, so we'll just see if we can't get this old FMX to quit spitting fluid everywhere. So anyway, Zeppy's gonna get the tractor here. I'm gonna hook up Blanche to the tractor. We're gonna get her up to the garage. So yeah, let's get her hooked up.
Hopefully it goes well.
What?
Hopefully it goes well.
Yeah. All right, let's get her hooked up. Poor kid's scared to death. He thinks he's gonna scratch his car. He's fine. Yep, I better pay attention to what the I'm doing.
Well, mission accomplished.
Yeah, just like that. I think we got her in a good spot. So for y'all that's new to the channel, this is Zeppy's car, Blanche. He took a hold of this old girl as soon as we found her. And originally this is a 351M motor, you know, the modified 400. People call them 351 modified. But that motor was toast. We drove it for a while on that motor, and it just wasn't keeping up the oil pressure. And then we were going to try to get this thing to No Name Nationals at one time, and that's when we did what we call basically a filling station rebuild on this 400. This 400 came out of a 72 Torino that we went down to Benton, Illinois and got, and it's a good running old motor. But all of a sudden, all at once, it started overheating and the transmission started spewing like a quart every time you took it out. It was bad. Like, I'm surprised it didn't start a fire. But the oil looks good in it. The actual water in it is way low, but it looks great. But just tried to start it as you saw at the beginning of this video, and the starter said we're done, which is, I don't know why. You know, who would think a starter would go out here, right? But it was the original starter. It was a old school Ford starter, and we need to get her out of there. And first things first, we get that starter changed, and then we might be taking that transmission out again. Check some seals. So let's get her up in the air. So y'all have seen starters taken out a million times, not a big deal. So this one here is eating the gear a little bit, but it's just right here, so I think that's where the starter was messing up. So we're just gonna have to go with it for now. But I did notice that there is no transmission fluid inside. Now if this thing was leaking, it'd be swirling around in there and leaking out this little port right here. That's where I thought it was leaking. Turns out there's a lot of oil, trans fluid. There's no oil anywhere over here at all, but there's oil all here and oil all over that starter, which probably shorted it out. That's the reason it was garbage. So I'm thinking we have a trans line leaking of some sort, because it's dry here, okay, but you get back here, it's wet, and it's wet here. There's no oil anywhere else except for right here. The other side, the power steering's leaking. I always knew it leaked, so that's one thing. But I think we have a trans line leaking, so we're gonna have to figure out where that is. Let me get this starter back up in here. All right, starter is reinstalled, went in without a hitch. Now let's get this thing full of trans fluid, get her running, and let's see where this leak is coming from. I have a feeling it's this line right here. It's one of these transmission lines, and it's blowing back. Oh, wind blowing leaves in face. Welcome to fall, y'all. Let's get all this garbage out of here. Leaves and whatnots, and we're not going to lock her down, because we're not for now. There's negative. Ooh. Door open or something? Power. Must be something on. Don't have anything in there. What's on? Oh, he was on. Durr. That's my bad. Okay. Filled that up. Let me double check that oil. Full. Alright. Okay. See what happens. Hold on. Hey! Well, it is windy as hell. Perfect day to do this. Yeah, let's see what happens. Oh yeah. Get you. Up and at him. Come on, Blanche. Come on, Blanchy, old girl. You in here. Well, that ain't good. What's going on here? Yeah. Cold-natured. let her burn for a while. Shake test was good. Everything seemed fine. Sat in the car for a second to look at the gauges, and let me show you what happened. That would be Blanche off to the side because they gave way. That's right. The car gave way, and thank God, landed. I wasn't under the car, I was in the car. Zeppy was standing right here, and it just... I don't think I can emphasize anymore that I really, really, really need a shop. But it's not the first time it's happened. Moving on. So we're testing her out, filled her up, try to find that leak, but you gotta warm up. It might be overheating, the trans might be. So Amber's headed to town. She said, I'm gonna go get Dr. Pepper, and then she said, but I'm gonna go driving around too. Okay. Here she goes in her daily. We got the weirdest cars, man.
Well, I don't know if we're doing toilet papering in that thing.
So here we are under Blanche, and we have figured out the transmission leak. It is in fact the front pump. That is wild. So we're gonna back her down, let her cool off, and we're gonna have to pull that transmission out. Yay! For the 6th or 7th time. Yep. I just had Zeppelin shut it off. Look at that. Look at that. It is just spewing out of there. Wow. Okay. Well, we know what it is. Definitely. So let's let her cool down and we'll get that transmission out. Fun, fun. Okay. So I've got the cooling lines off of it. They're draining. She's up in the air, and I got like quadruple jack stands underneath this thing, and up on concrete blocks, like solid concrete. That way, you know, the floor slash asphalt slash rock, dirt, grass, grime, whatever, doesn't fall out from underneath it. Okay, so I'm letting it drain. I already got the cross member all loose. We just need to lift it up and pull that out of there, and then I just have to undo a few little things like your shifter linkage and all that shit has to come out. And then after that, it's just the, you know, I got to get the torque converter loose, and we'll just pull her back. I've got metal down there, a little bit of hard wood underneath it, because I don't have anything to roll a transmission jack or jack on. So I have to put metal underneath there, some kind, to at least hold that the big jack wheels, so I can get her backwards and forwards. So it's a little bit of a son of a bitch. If you haven't been back to see the other videos, yeah, I did it twice in 2 days like this, but taking a little bit easier today because it's nice out. My back hurts. I'll get you underneath there when I get a chance, but for right now she's just draining extra fluid out. God damn. This is always the fun ones. Try to get in here and get all this out. This one is out of the way. I think this one up here is 9/16. Oh, I'll be damned. Been a little while. So, let's see. 5/16. Nope, 5/8. Piece of shit. Go the right way? Nope. Wrong friggin' way. Shut up. Stupid ass dog. Sort of Christ. Pain in my ass. What the hell? Gotcha, Beach. Alright. 2 out. Now we just gotta let her drain a little more and then get the rest. Yay. Okay, we got one little bolt to just snug out of here. Everything's loose, exhaust came off. We'll just say that it's gonna be fine, but somehow I doubt it. I'll probably lose that nut and bolt. But what I got here is metal on hardwood underneath there, and then metal back here, and this is a son of a bitch. Just let me remind you, this is a royal bastard to do, and I'm getting closer and closer to just getting the money together and just getting a lift that I can do this shit, even if it's on this ground here. Don't care. So we're gonna let this down slowly. I got my Aiden welding project underneath the pan to not hurt it. But all the bolts are out, everything's loose. Let's see what happens, huh? Don't go backwards, please don't go backwards. Don't fall backwards. There she goes. She's loose. Come on. Okay. What are we going to catch on the way down? Come on. Nothing? Not going to catch on anything. Here. Until that torque converter pops out and flops to the camera and breaks it for me. Look at that. Holy shit. No, that's far enough. That's far enough. Now here's the son of a bitch. We got to get this thing moved backwards. Keep coming, baby. Okay. I got to get enough room to pull that torque converter out without having to drop it off the jack. That would be freaking great. It probably ain't gonna happen. Whoa, now. Stay where you are. Let's go back on the jack. There you go. And we go down more. Little tiny bit. Just like that. Oh, no. We don't do that. We do not do that. How much room I got? Oh, I got enough. There's enough. Sweet. That'll work. Well, let's see how big of a mess we can make, y'all. Ha! No mess at all. How do we look? Oh! Well, yeah, that'll do it. We'll get these off. Oh boy. Yep, that seal is toast. It definitely ain't this seal, it's this one right here. Wow, okay. Oh. Yeah, it kind of destroyed itself. Yep, let me show you. So yeah, that seal right there. See how it's coming out? It's bent. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but it had to be something I did. Had to be. That's the one that you look back on the videos, I had to get a new trans, and at first I tried to put this pump on the old trans. It didn't work, so I put this one on the new one, or the new used, and I didn't change the seal out like an idiot. So we may be able to just get this changed right like that, and I'll just stick her back up in there, I suppose. This looks good. It's not worn in any way. I'll clean it up. There's no metal. No fluid in it either. How did that happen? Well, that son of a bitch should have been just absolutely full of fuel or full of fluid. Possibly because it all leaked out. All right, let me get this old one out of here. Oh yeah. She's toast. Damn. Everything else looks good. The fluid looks good. It's popping out of there. She was just not happy. Oh yeah. That is my own goddamn fault because I was in a hurry. But you know what, guys? That's how it goes. We make mistakes. Oh, that's nice. I got power steering fluid everywhere. So we need to fix that leak too. And I got it in my mouth. That's good. Anyway, so here's the old one, and it's missing a lot of its seal, and that is completely my fault. This is the new one, and you can just see it, the difference, and that's just how it goes. So I don't have anything that I can, you know, put on this and get it in there. You got to get this in there perfectly straight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the old seal and a piece of exhaust. We're going to get that in there with the orange downy. Try to get it as, you know, as close as can. Maybe use the side. The only other way you could do it is to take the pump off. But I don't want to do that because that seal was on its last leg that holds that housing. So, and again, we'll just try to get this in there real quick. Let me try. I'll let you know because it's gonna be hard for me to do it and put it on camera. So, be right back. So yeah, it's in. Went exactly the way I planned it. No, it's probably gonna leak, but should be okay till we get our new transmission. So. Okay, let me put her back together. Back and forth, back and forth. But we're close. Yep. We're close. God damn it. Get in there, you son of a bitch. Okay. That took some finagling back and forth. I ran out of battery, but yeah, I got these two bottom ones in, and the torque converter is loose in there. You can barely move it, but it's loose, so that's good. It didn't come forward on us. I just need to bolt all this back together and then pray. Well, everything's buttoned up down here except for that cover, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. But everything's tight. I got all lines on, exhaust is hooked back up, drive shaft is in, new starter is in. Had to put a new bolt in because this one, my original one, stripped out on the head. It's fine, but all right, I'd say we get her full and see what she does, huh? Okay, get that tray hooked up. You know, we got oil. Already checked the fluid in the trans. It's over full, which means everything went back in. Everything should be ready to roll. So let's get this thing started so we can check it. After I find my freaking glasses. What do I do with my glasses? Uh-oh. I found them. About stepped on them. It's fine. Don't need to see anyway. Okay. Battery hooked up. You know what? I'm going to start this from inside because I don't know if this thing's adjusted right. His Mustang broke down about 20 miles from here. I'll just ignore that. Anyway, let her get warm. Need to get a PCV valve on this thing. It's like a Mustang. It's like to show what's in the crankcase. Not really for, it's not just for EPA, I mean it really does help you. Kind of like if you got evacs from your breather caps to your headers, that helps evacuate the evacs, you know. Well, let me drive her around, see if she gets hot. Well, she ain't leaking. She ain't leaking at all. That exhaust leak's pissing me off. She's sitting at about 180, 195 degrees. So let's take her for a drive, see how she does, okay? I got probably about a half a quart of regular transmission fluid in this. It takes type F. And you know, the reason you know it takes type F is when you take it out, your whole mouth starts filling up. It feels like you got sand in your mouth just from the smell. Okay, that's type F. Same shit as they put in the B&M shift juice that everybody uses. Same thing. So, anyway, let's take her for a drive. Seems to shift fine. Windy out today. I forgot that the fuel gauge quit working again, and this one, you know, God forbid I have a fuel gauge. When you get moving, she gets down to about 190. Tell you what, that transmission's better. It's a lot better. It's not losing that pressure. Oh yeah. I need to figure out a way to get this thing to be cooler. May try a 4-core. That seemed to work on the Buick. This is only a 2-core, I believe. So I don't know. I don't know. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. She's running good. Real good. Well, she no leaky. So that's good. That's fixed. So, yeah, maybe. We don't know. We got to give it some time. But pretty sure that was it. That seal was bad. So what's next? What do we got to do? Well, it likes to overheat. So we got to figure out why it wants to overheat. It's a brand new engine. It should not overheat. It's always kind of run kind of hot. So I'm thinking that radiator that those people had put in this thing is garbage. And it's a Champion. I've never had any trouble with them, but who knows what was in that 351 that I took out of here, right? So it could have done the same thing that one right there did in the Buick. So we got to get the exhaust fixed. The front brakes definitely need gone through there whenever you hit the brakes. But other than that, this subbitch runs like a top. So I don't know. I think my plate might be expired. I can't remember, because Illinois did this wonderful thing where instead of putting the month and the year, they just put the year. So we have no idea. So I gotta look. Not a big deal. I love driving this car, probably as much as I love driving her. So we need to get that exhaust leak fixed. We need to get the brakes worked on. We'll get the speedometer working, the fuel gauge working. We'll get all this out. Yeah, we need to make sure we get that out of there. So anyway, that's gonna do it for now. For now, we got a lot to do on this car yet. So what are we gonna do next? Maybe work on this some more? You tell me. What do you guys want to see? I've got all these cars out here, but I ain't buying no more. I'm running out of room and running out of patience and frankly running out of money thanks to our wonderful government and their shit fuel prices. And don't give me that crap that it ain't the government, because back before 2020, I was paying very little in fuel. So I don't want to hear it. Let's see what we do next. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Good day.